Hi, my name is Jessica Arledge with Keller Williams Realty Westside, and I'm going to tell you a little bit today about the top 5 mistakes made by first-time homebuyers. Mistake 1 is not getting pre-qualified for a loan with a local mortgage officer or a lender. Sometimes people don't get pre-qualified because they're worried about what they will hear, because they have concerns about their credit or their income. Sometimes people don't get pre-qualified because they're so confident that they have good income, good credit, and that there aren't going to be any problems with getting qualified that they skip this step up front. You really don't want to do that for several reasons. One is there are a ton of different loan programs available in this market. There are programs available that allow you to not put any money down under some circumstances if you qualify for them. There are programs available that are short-term, long-term. There are very low fixed interest rates right now for a lot of programs. But different programs have different requirements about where you can buy, the kind of condition the home has to be in. And it's important to be aware of these things up front. A good lender will also give you a general idea of what your payments are going to be at the different levels. You may be qualified to spend substantially more than you really want to based on what you want your monthly payment to be. You should never feel embarrassed to talk to a lender. They have seen it all, and a good lender may even be able to give you some tips for how to improve your situation if for some reason you don't currently qualify for a loan. Number 2 is going it alone because buyers don't want to pay for an agent. Well, in Georgia, typically the sellers cover all of the cost of commission. So really, you're turning down a free service. Sometimes people think they'll get a better deal if they don't have their own agent. Usually that is not the case. It is the listing agent's job to get that seller as much money as possible for their property. That's what they're being paid to do. So really, having someone represent you in your best interests is very, very important. Also, there are things that you're going to ask for in these negotiations, whether it's during the inspection or up front, that you need to see carried out. I liken not having your own agent to not having your own lawyer and going to court and expecting the other person's lawyer to work for you too. The semantics really just don't work. You really need your own representation if you're going to make sure the things that you've negotiated get handled like you want them to be handled. Number 3 is not asking for recommendations. Talk to your loved ones, talk to your coworkers when you're looking for a lender, when you're looking for an agent. It's a very good idea to see what kind of reputation someone has. You can look at online reviews. You can talk to the people that you see online, but ask them for a list of recommendations. Any good agent or good lender will have people who are ready and willing to tell you what a great job they did for them. Number 4 is not getting a home inspection. Some buyers skip this step because they're worried about the cost. Typically, a home inspection is going to cost somewhere between $200 and $400. So it's really not that substantial of an expense when you're talking about making $100,000, $1 million, whatever kind of investment you're talking about. It's probably one of the biggest investments you're ever going to make in your life. So protecting that investment for $200 to $400 is a very important step in the process. Sometimes people don't get a home inspection because they know a lot about construction. However, I've found that when you're the one buying the home, it's a very emotional experience, and it's very easy to miss things, even if you have a very strong construction background. So bringing a third party in who's going to spend 2 to 3 hours looking at everything in the house, trying to make sure that all of the major systems are in good working order, is really a great way to protect yourself. And it also really facilitates things if you end up doing an amendment to address concerns, where you ask for things to be repaired or you're trying to negotiate the price. Having documentation from a third party who's not part of the transaction and is unbiased helps tremendously with that. Lastly, first-time home buyers have a tendency to put too much faith in online home values. There are a lot of very good websites out there that have all sorts of information for potential home buyers, and most of it's good. However, there are online home value tools typically will just pull from anything to have sold within the immediate vicinity in the last 6 months to a year, and they don't look at the condition of the homes. One house might be waterfront, one house might not be. Well, those really are not comparable sales, but the computer doesn't know that. One house might need $70,000 worth of work. One house might be immaculate and move-in ready and have every upgrade available. These are not comparable sales. Sometimes neighborhoods are built in phases, and one section of the neighborhood might be 15 years newer than another section of the neighborhood, may have bigger lots, may have more features. So all of that is stuff that really has to be considered if you're going to give a proper value to a home. A good real estate agent is going to help you when you're thinking about making an offer on a house to look at everything to have sold in the last 3 to 6 months in that neighborhood that is really, truly comparable to the house that you're looking at. And they're going to help you figure out what a fair offer is, and they're going to help you try and get the best deal possible on that home. Well, if you've suffered through this whole thing so far, then I'm assuming that you or a loved one or a coworker is looking to buy a house soon. And if that's the case, please feel free to give me a call for more information, or to send you some homes, or to give you some recommendations for area lenders to get the process started. Once again, my name is Jessica Arledge with Keller Williams Realty Westside. My phone number is 912-247-6449, or you can reach me at my office, 912-748-4600. Thanks. I hope you have a great day.